If you are tuning in, welcome to the replay. I am Felice Clark. I am the Dabbling Speechy, and I am here on SLP Blogger Live. And I'm going to be talking about Easter sensory bin ideas for this week. And I have a couple of different ideas, and one of them's a non-religious idea if you have a lot of different cultures at your school. So I'm going to let everyone get in. Hello, hello. You can say in your comments, say your name or what grade levels you work with. Hello, Sublime Speech. Oh, I couldn't find the little bunny. Hi, Speech Time Fun. I hope everyone's having a great Sunday. We've been doing spring cleaning. Hi, Busy Bee Speech, talking with Tiff. I'm going to be on SLP Blogger Live every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to make therapy more innovating. So we will be talking about how to make therapy more innovating. So if you're new to the channel, if you like something I say, you can give me hearts by just pushing. Oops. You just saw my makeshift stand. Hello, Carrie. So if you're just coming in, you can give me hearts. And then if you have friends that you think would like to learn some ideas for Easter sensory bins, you can swipe right and invite your followers or tweet it out. That would be great. So Jenna just invited some followers to join us. So if you just got in here, we're going to be talking about Easter sensory bin ideas. And I have a couple different ideas for you. I love Easter and springtime because there are so many cool themes that you can do at this time of the year, and it makes therapy easy, and you can go outside because it's starting to get beautiful. I got teleported here from Periscope. Anyway, I'm going to stay focused. So I will probably answer questions at the end. So I'm going to give you the ideas, and then if you want to, share something, just put in the comments. There's a lot of trolls, I think, so I'm just going to get moving. Okay, so here is my Easter sensory bin. I just got a basket that I had. You could find them anywhere for pretty cheap right now, so you can go get one and stock up now. Yeah, and I've had this for years, Road to Speech. So then you can go to the dollar store. I went to Target today. They had a lot of eggs in the Easter section for really cheap. So either Target or dollar store. Okay, and then I got this green grass at the dollar store. And then look, I found this a while back at the dollar store. And it's a cute little squishy. So this is going to be the mama chick. She's a mama chick. So you're just going to fill all these eggs in the bin. If you go to my blog, and I will put the, take a picture of this, you can get a free printable. So my first idea is my baby chick sensory bin, and this is the one that's for non-religious. So you're going to have your mama chick and all your little babies in their Easter eggs. Okay, so if you go to my website, you can print that up. You can get the printable for that. Okay, so I will show this again at the end. So here's my little mama chick, and she's waiting for all her babies to get hatched. So inside all the eggs, I have different speech sounds in the baby chicks. And you get to see whatever the baby's going to say when they first hatch out of their eggs. So the student gets to pick the egg they want, open it up, and then they're going to say their speech word. So, and I have some, thank you, Jen. I also have some language concepts in my free printable, and then just a generic game, and then there's a blank one for you to customize. So you can play this game, and this doesn't really have an Easter theme, but you can still buy the eggs. This is baby chick, mama chick, waiting for her little babies to come out. Okay? My next idea, I think I have it. So you can basically fill the eggs with these bunny erasers that I found at Target. Okay, and you can put different amounts in them, and it's just a reinforcer for whatever language or speech target you're going to do. So you could put 10 in one, you could put 1, you could put, when you buy them at the not the dollar store, I bought these at Target, they were $1. You get 100 erasers, and they had duck erasers too. So this is like, you can put all different kinds, and whoever has the most at the end is the winner. And you can you can have them follow directions with the bunnies. You can talk about more, less, equal. Thank you, Sublime Speech, for my awesomeness comment. All right, last one. So here's my egg. I'm trying to open the egg and hold the camera. Okay, so I'm going to use this with my social skills groups. These are from my social skills curriculum, but you could make them yourself. You could put following directions on there. They have to open it up, and then they have to, answer whatever it is you want on the paper. So if you want them to work on synonyms, you write the word and then, print it out, cut them out. You could do verbs. And they have to make a past tense sentence or a future tense sentence. So you can do social skills. You could do emotions charades. So you can write happy on a strip and stick it in there, and then whatever they pick, they have to act out. So those are my ideas. Okay, I can't get it back in there, for how to use the sensory bin. And then you could even play with the mama chick and talk about prepositions, like the baby came out, and I don't know, there's all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to flip it. There you go. Hey, so my kids my kids end up wanting to open eggs over saying what they see inside. Yeah, Hannah, get out, please. Thank you. Sorry, my 3-year-old. Yeah, so you could make them say the target first, and then they get to open an egg. It's a little bit harder if you use my Arctic chicks, because they have to open it up to see what they're supposed to say. But you can hold the basket, and you can be in control of who gets to, grab something. You can, you take control, and you have the basket in your arm's length, and don't let the kids take it, especially if they're squirrely. I don't know what Rock Chalk Speech said. I was trying to talk. I hope she said something funny. I'll check it out later. So, how do you guys use Easter sensory bins? Like, what have you guys been doing? I see a lot of stuff on Pinterest with the eggs. You could take the top half and the bottom half, and you can write, antonym words on each one, and they have to find a match. You could take the eggs apart and use those bunnies and put the bunnies underneath, and they have to, try to find which eggs have the bunnies underneath them. I did that with my little red cups and my Santa erasers. So yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff. And the kids, I've been doing sensory bins lately because they keep coming up with new ideas, and my kids like it. And even my 4th and 5th graders are kind of like, what's in there? So I suggest making some of these. Try it out. You have probably a ton of this stuff at home if you celebrate Easter, and just use your kids' stash and then put it back. I am a mom, so thank you. So then you can, I'm sorry, I got off track, but you can put the eggs in there and just try it out and see what happens with the kids. And I tend to see lately that most of my kids don't need it to feel like a game for it to be engaging. And that's kind of why I've been in sensory, la 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 mode, making tons of sensory bin ideas. Yes, they do have Dollar Tree does. I have carrots. I have these ones these ones are really cool. And these would be good for, I could see this, you could do, I don't know, I could see you doing something with what are they thinking about? And you could put stuff in there. So yeah, you could even stick little things in the eggs, and then they have to describe them. Or you can have them describe something if you're worried about behavior management, like give them a picture of a jacket, they describe it, then they get to pick an egg. So I always try to do, making them do the target, and then they get to play the game. Or you can be like, well, if you guys want to play the game today, we need to do 50 productions or 100 productions. If we get to that before we run out of time, then I just let them the last 5 minutes play the game. And I've done it that way too. First task, then egg. Yes. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Oh, Dean Trout says she would hide them around the room to find the eggs, and they'd be filled with phonology words. So that would be another great one. You could have an Easter egg hunt, and the kids would have to give each other clues, like it's near the door, or it's next to the computer desk, or it's in between Or you could play bunny on the shelf. Or you could throw these things back and forth. I don't know, work on turn taking. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So I say you should do a little Easter fun this week. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I will be on Periscope on my own channel at it's at Dabbling Speech on Wednesday at 6 p.m. I'm going to flip this around and I'm going to show you the link to the blog post if you want those baby chicks. All right. Real fancy tonight. So you can take a picture of this and then you screenshot it. So this is a free printable and it has pictures of the other bins that I did, and I loved all the other ideas that people shared with the prepositional, using them for prepositions, an Easter egg hunt, filling them with phonology words. I mean, you guys got this. So if you're not on spring break like me, mine starts this Friday, then you need to do an Easter egg sensory bin. You're welcome, JC Speechy. I will see you guys later. I'm pretty sure Road to Speech is popping on tonight and SLP Talk, so stay close to your phone because they'll be on to share some really cool tips and tricks. Ta-ta!